So just like the caveman that invented fire, I am the idiot friend who is clanking rocks together trying to cook his meat instead of burning it over the fire because I'm not smart. And just like that caveman, I have no idea what I'm doing either. So if you're watching this, I'm sorry. But the good news is the video is absolutely trash because I'm using my webcam. So I kind of look like a pixelated version of Bigfoot. You know, you never get like a real clear picture of them, and that's better for you that I look like that. Now you can tell that I'm bald. My hair was banished to the shadow realm 15 years ago, so there's that. And the reason why my headphones are up here and not down here is because I'm still getting used to recording with my microphone, and it does this double thing and it really messes me up and I start stuttering. So I sound about as smart as I look. I do have a bachelor's degree in business, so you know I'm absolutely stupid. What I want to do here and what this is going to be is probably trash, but it could be fun. It's something that I've really wanted to do for a long time. I've always kind of wanted to do these, but I've never really done it. And I decided, you know what? Why not? Why not put the stuff that goes on in this noodle out there for everybody to witness and have to endure? So you're never going to look at this channel and think, this is what he does. This is what he talks about. Because it's going to be whatever thought decides to glide over my smooth brain and find that one wrinkle to kind of bounce off of. I tend to get obsessed with whatever that thought is for anywhere from 1 day to 5 years. When it comes to YouTube, Rumble, and stuff like that, it's been, I would say, about 10 years kind of roaming around, and about the last 2 years really being obsessed about it. I just never did it, and now I'm doing it. I think that there's going to be quite a bit of my personal opinion on what's going on in the world as a whole, because you cannot tell me that politics and current events do not run this world. I wholeheartedly believe that, and I have a lot of opinions on what's going on. And I think that everybody should listen to them for their own sake, because it will absolutely not make you dumber, I guess. I like to get my information, like whenever something happens in the world, I like to really dive into what's true. And I don't care if it's on this side or this side. I just want to know the truth, because you'll learn later on. I have a huge problem with trust. I have a huge problem with our government. I think that as it's written, the bare bones of it is a fantastic setup. It's a fantastic idea. It's been horribly executed for a very long time. And not just the early 2000s, mid 2000 teens. I think it's been really screwed up at least since World War II. The reason I say that is because of a fantastic thing called Freedom of Information Act. Using the Freedom of Information Act, you can find resources on so much stuff. And what I have found is there's so much classified material that has been declassified anywhere from 50 to 10 to 5 years after the fact. And it points to our government being in on so much crap that at the time of it happening, they said it was a surprise. They didn't know. For example, World War II, FDR, it is in the Freedom of Information Act. I will probably make a video on different aspects of this stuff later on and really do a deep dive into it because it's super interesting to me. And it's really what, like I said, I am in a quest for truth. And in the information that you can find on the Freedom of Information Act, FDR had well advanced notice. He knew it was going to happen, Pearl Harbor, and he decided not to do anything. Him and the people around him held the information and did not alert the military that this was going to happen. And it is in the Freedom of Information Act. So that's why I don't have any trust of our government. And what's fascinating is since the Rona, so many people on both sides have kind of came to that same conclusion that the government cannot be trusted. And it is fun to watch. I have this really mental take on the world. I mean, The Dark Knight. In The Dark Knight, some people just want to watch the world burn. I'm not saying I do, but it is fun whenever chaos happens, and especially whenever it's people that are completely idiotic to what's going on because they're listening to the powers that be tell them what to believe, even though it's complete horse crap. A prime example is the audits on America. I mean, freaking A. The IRS audits us every freaking year, and they're getting mad that we want to audit the IRS. How does that make sense? You got billions of dollars going to nonsense, and they're getting mad that we're wanting to audit, and it's so stupid. But other than that aspect of it, I crave goofiness and I crave dark humor. That is my coping mechanism for my mental state, I guess. I hate using that word. It's so freaking cringe because the idiots in the mid 2000 teens who made mental illness like a freaking clout grab on TikTok and crap like that. I hate using the word mental illness. I hate using the word that. So I gotta come up with another word. I just say I'm fucked, and that's pretty much it. But I like finding goofiness and just outright cringe crap. I mean, typical Redditors in the real life and on videos, and just freaking laugh at them all the time. This channel is going to be so freaking trash. I can guarantee it, but it could be fun. So you should definitely subscribe. You should definitely follow, especially if you think this very first opening video is complete garbage, because I promise you, if you subscribe, you will see it all the time whenever I upload, and it will put a big smile on my face. It'll give me just a little bit of wiggle down below. I think that actually I don't. I don't think. Like I said, whenever something glides over my brain and just hits that one wrinkle, I get obsessed with the idea. I start looking at it, and I go down this weird rabbit hole and just try to find truth among the goof, because there's so much goofiness out there. There's so much stupid crap that is just freaking hilarious. I love watching these crazy meltdowns on both sides. Honestly, it happens on both sides. I will never understand why people have these ridiculous, insane meltdowns and think, let's put that online. So stupid. Oh, whatever. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. The audio is actually pretty nice. You know, this is actually my 10th video that I made. I made the majority of them before I had a microphone, and they were unwatchable. You could not hear, you couldn't hear anything. Luckily, you couldn't hear what is spewing out of this mouth because it sounds like dumb. But you couldn't hear anything, and the audio was really wavy. So you would hear certain things and then just be completely silent. And I'd just be sitting here like an idiot with my mouth moving. As far as like an entrance into this channel, I think this is the absolute best you're going to get, because it sums it up really nice. I go from one thing to another without even thinking about it, because I'm very new at all of this, hence headphones on head instead of ears, because I know they go in my ears, but I'm not used to me talking and then hearing myself in the headphones, like a very slight lag. I don't know how to fix that, if I can fix that. So makes me stutter and it makes me stop like not even being able to control when I'm stopping. It's very weird and I'm not used to it. So when I record for the next while, it's probably going to look like this. Or maybe I'll just not even have the headphones on. How about that? I'll be using the webcam for a while because again, it's what I got. Who cares? Well, actually, you do. Actually, you don't care. You will when I get a nice camera. When I get like a really good camera, you're gonna be like, man, I wish he would go back to that webcam because I can actually like really make out the features of this dude's look, and it is awful. So like I said, drop a like, drop a subscribe, or a dislike. Let's go.